Hello Nutri subscribers, welcome back to Nutriverse Academy. So after a long period of time మళ్ళీ మనం వీడియోస్ చేస్తున్నాము. సో కాకపోతే ఇప్పుడు నేను చెప్పే వీడియోస్ ఏంటంటే కంప్లీట్ న్యూట్రిషనల్ బేస్డ్ బయోకెమిస్ట్రీ. ఓన్లీ న్యూట్రిషన్కి సంబంధించిందే కాదు, బయోకెమిస్ట్రీ ఎక్కడైనా చదువుకోవచ్చు. మేబీ డిగ్రీ స్టూడెంట్స్ అండ్ పీజీ స్టూడెంట్స్ అండ్ ఆల్సో పిహెచ్డి స్టూడెంట్స్ కూడా యూజ్ అవుతుంది. సో దట్ ఈస్ వై ఐమ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ బయోకెమిస్ట్రీ. దాంట్లో నేను సైకిల్స్ గురించి చెప్తాను, ద హోల్ సైకిల్స్ విచ్ ఇస్ ప్రజెంట్ ఇన్ ది బయోకెమిస్ట్రీ. దాంట్లో మనం ఫస్ట్ డీల్ చేసే సైకిల్ పేరు హెచ్ఎంపీ పాత్వే. సో హెచ్ఎంపీ పాత్వే మీన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో నోన్ యాజ్ హెక్సోస్ మోనోఫాస్ఫేట్ షంట్ pathway or phosphogluconate pathway or pentose phosphate pathway. So these are the three alternative names for the HMP pathway. So in HMP pathway is also known as hexose monophosphate shunt or pathway. Okay, and this pathway is a metabolic pathway, and where it occurs in cytoplasm. Okay, it occurs in cytoplasm, and where in which parts it occurs in liver, or else I'll directly write in a simple way. It occurs in cytoplasm cells, of which parts? Liver and adipose tissue, mainly RBCs, which is very important. HMP pathway is very important for RBCs cells. And next one is some adrenal glands, and etc. Okay, and etc. Now what is the purpose of this HMP pathway? The main purpose of the HMP pathway is to produce NADPH plus, and here ATP is not utilized. ATP is not utilized. So the main purpose of HMP pathway is to produce NADPH plus, and here the ATP is not used. Okay, and here one of the main important thing that we have to know is that in HMP pathway NADPH plus is produced, right? Why? What is the purpose of this NADPH plus? That also we have to know, and what are the steps that is involved in this pathway we have to know, and why we are doing this, and what is the nature of this pathway also we should learn from this pathway. So now we are looking into what is the purpose of the NADPH plus. So it is an anabolic in nature, and the main purpose, and the NADPH plus is used in fatty acid synthesis, and the main purpose is to prevent oxidative stress and also hemolysis. So this is the main 3 points that you guys need to remember in exams, and you need to write these 3 points in exams. Why NADPH plus is important? Even if you are writing an intro for the HMP pathway, you need to include these points, which is very important. Okay, and the main pathway of the cycle, the HMP pathway has 2 phases. First is oxidative phase, and second one is non-oxidative phase. First we look into oxidative phase. So what exactly this oxidative phase means? Here NADPH plus is produced, as well as it is an irreversible phase, and it has 4 steps. That means from glucose 6 phosphate to it is converted to ribulose 5 phosphate with inclusion of enzymes and also containing carbons. Okay, So here in oxidative phase, glucose 6-phosphate is converted into ribulose 5-phosphate. In between that there are two phosphates that are involved while converging, that will look while writing the chain of while writing the cycle or while writing the chain of the oxidative phase. And the next one is non-oxidative phase. What is meant by non-oxidative phase? It is also known as reversible phase. The main purpose of the oxidative phase is to make DNA or RNA, and here it is also when we have converted this ribulose with other enzymes and with other involved conversions, the end product of the HMP pathway is fructose 6-phosphate, right? So this fructose 6-phosphate is the end of the HMP pathway and the starting of the glycolysis. That's why in the non-oxidative phase we'll convert ribulose 5-phosphate to glycolysis, that the start of the glycolysis. That's why I've started HMP pathway first, and then I'll directly write in a pathway for glycolysis. So this is the 4 steps of oxidative phase. In oxidative phase, the glucose 6-phosphate is converted into 6-phosphoglucolactin with the help of glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase enzyme. Okay, here the NADP plus is converted into NADPH2 plus, and magnesium is involved by conversion in glucose 6-phosphate to 6-phosphoglucolactanate. And next, this 6-phosphoglucolactate is converted into 6-phosphogluconate by converting NADP plus into NADPH2 plus by involving or by addition of water, H2O. Okay, and then this 6-phosphogluconate is converted into ribulose 5-phosphate with the help of the enzyme phosphogluconate dehydrogenase. Simple. ఎట్లా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలంటే ఫస్ట్ గ్లూకోజ్ 6-phosphate నుండి స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది కదా సైకిల్, దీనికి అడిషన్ ఏంటి ఈ కన్వర్జన్కి అడిషన్ ఏంటిది ఎంజైమ్ డీహైడ్రోజినేస్. దీంట్లో ఏం ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతుంది? మాగ్నీషియం ఇన్వాల్వ్ అవుతుంది. అండ్ మన మెయిన్ పర్పస్ ఏంటిది? NADP ప్లస్ అనేది NADPH2గా మారాలి. ఓకే, అండ్ మళ్ళీ ఇది ఇట్లా మారినప్పుడు ఫాస్ఫేట్ అనేది ఫాస్ఫోగ్లూకనేట్గా మారిపోతుంది. ఓకే, బై ది ఇన్వాల్వింగ్ ఆఫ్ H2O మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ NADP ప్లస్ అనేది NADPH2గా మారుతుంది. బికాస్ హియర్ H ఈజ్ యాడెడ్ హియర్, అందుకే రెండు NADPH2లు వస్తాయి మనకి. మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ ఫాస్ఫోగ్లూకనేట్ అనేది లాక్టోన్ అనేది తీసేస్తే 6-phosphogluconateగా మారుతుంది. మారినప్పుడు దీనికి మళ్ళీ తోడ్పడిన ఎంజైమ్ ఏంటి? డీహైడ్రోజినేస్. ఈ డీహైడ్రోజినేస్ అనేది with the help of this dehydrogenase ribulose 5-phosphate అనేది జరుగుతుంది, వేర్ this ribulose 5-phosphate is used for making of DNA and RNA. This is the 4 steps of the oxidative phase. Okay, here magnesium and water is used and 2 enzymes are used. Both are dehydrogenase enzymes only, but first enzyme is glucose 6-phosphate dehydrogenase, and the next one is phosphogluconate dehydrogenase. Okay, so it's a simple thing if you remember in this way. And how many carbons are there in this? 6 carbons. 6 carbons are there. In phosphogluconate, same, again 6 carbons. And in 6-phosphogluconate, same, 6 carbons. Here 5 carbons, right? Because it has a 5 carbons. So this is about oxidative phase cycle. Next we look at this ribulose 5-phosphate will convert into fructose 6-phosphate by addition of by involving or by converting other chains, where we'll say non-oxidative phase. So up to ribulose 5-phosphate is oxidative phase. After this ribulose 5-phosphate is converted and broken down for conversion into fructose 6-phosphate, where we look in non-oxidative phase. So this is the cycle of non-oxidative phase. As I said, it is a reversible cycle. Why? Because it is the end point of fructose 6-phosphate and starting point of the glycolysis, where the glycolysis is a reversible process. So we have ended oxidative phase from ribulose 5-phosphate. Now from ribulose 5-phosphate, non-oxidative phase will be starting. This ribulose 5-phosphate, with the help of two enzymes called epimerase and isoepimerase. These two enzymes will help to convert ribulose 5-phosphate into xylose 5-phosphate and ribose 5-phosphate. Okay, and what is this RYP, FP and RFP? Nothing but ribulose 5-phosphate epimerase, ribulose 5-phosphate isomerase. Okay, with the help of these enzymes, it is converted into xylose 5-phosphate and ribose 5-phosphate. Now these two byproducts are combined and converted into pseudoheptolase 5-phosphate and glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate with the help of the TTTP enzyme and transketolase, with the help of these two enzymes. Now these two byproducts are converted into erythrose 4-phosphate and fructose 6-phosphate with the help of transaldolase. This is how we'll get fructose 6-phosphate. And then the start of the now this fructose 6-phosphate is converted into glucose 6-phosphate, which is the start point of the glycolysis. So this is the non-oxidative phase. Okay, nothing, very easy. If you guys remember these names, you'll easily remember the enzyme names, which is already present in this in byproducts only and products only. Okay, so in oxidative phase, you will get two enzymes, which is totally dehydrogenases only, and here you will get epimerase and ketolase and aldolase and TTP as well. Okay, so this is how the non-oxidative phase will occur. And what are the carbons that is involved in oxidative phase? Only we'll get NADPH and NAD, where we'll convert from NADP plus to NADPH with the help of magnesium and water. Okay, and also with the help of the enzymes. Here we are converting sugars to glucose. That is the point of the glycolysis. Okay, and what are the carbons that is involved here? Here is 5 carbons, and here 5 carbons, here 5 carbons, and here 7 carbons, 4 carbons, 6 carbons, 3 carbons. Okay, so this is how you have to remember non-oxidative phase. And if the question is asked, write the cycle of HMP pathway, just write whole cycle. Okay, and just keep heading as oxidative and non-oxidative. Just write an intro of that. Okay, if they are asking write complete cycle, just include all the cycle in one go. If they are asking only write oxidative phase cycle, then include only the oxidative phase cycle. If they are asking both the cycles, like mentioning oxidative phase cycle and non-oxidative phase cycle, write as I wrote in the board. And the intro should be written. If they have given the question, write about HMP pathway cycle, and you should be writing introduction also, because if you write intro, the examiner will give full marks, that he will know that she or he is having a well knowledge on this cycle. Okay, the intro should be written compulsory. Okay, just some points, just write 4 to 3 points, that is enough. But if they are asking to write complete, then please mention the entire lesson what I have said now. Okay, so the cycle what I have said now. So this is today's cycle HMP pathway. I hope you guys are understanding, and please comment below, as I'll pin out the video which I have posted earlier as well, because that video contains some important topics. If you guys are suggesting that, I'll be teaching that. If not, I'll be teaching this cycle for some time. And please comment below if you're having any doubts. If you want this cycle in a PDF form also, that is fine. And if you guys want to if you guys are having some doubts, or if you guys are suggesting some topics, I'll teach that in our upcoming videos. Please do like, share and subscribe, and please turn on your notification icon as well, and please support me. If you guys support me, if you guys share, please share the channel. If you guys are sharing, then the more subscribers will come, the more videos will come. మీరు ఎంతగా నన్ను ప్రోత్సహిస్తే అంత మంచి వీడియోస్ అనేది వస్తుంది. థ్యాంక్ యూ.